about it. Tell me all about it. I'm here. I wanna know what's on your mind. Ooh, the world needs to hear from you, and I'm so glad to have a conversation to reach the nation. And it's all about you. We'll help each other to discover innovative ways to positively change the world. Let's talk about. Let's talk about. Let's talk about conversations with Nicole.
Greetings. Welcome to Conversations with Nicole. I am Nicole Everett, your host, and Conversations with Nicole is a talk show based in Tallahassee, Florida, focused on connecting the community through conversations. And today is what I call Mindset Monday, which is an opportunity for you, me, and my guests to chat about something interesting and intriguing. And today we are talking about your why, your wellness, and creating sustainable health. And my very special guest is Miss Rhaena Coughlin, who we recently connected actually on Facebook and met for coffee. And I said, you need to come talk about this on the show. And so here we are. And so I'm super excited and delighted to have her on with me tonight. But before I bring her on, I need to hear from you. Where are you tuning in from? Let us know in the comments by putting your city and state so we can give you a shout out. This is an interactive live, and we fully expect to hear from you. Your comments, your questions are very much so welcome. So please like, please share, please tag a friend, a family member, and let them know they need to be on here with us, because this is going to be an exciting conversation. All right, I see Miss Lynn in Woodville. She's giving a shout out to Rhaena. All right, Margaretti Carpenter in Tallahassee, thank you for being here. Mr. Christopher Davis in Tallahassee, thank you for being here. Appreciate you, Chris. We got Ruth Rosa in Tallahassee, thank you for being here. We got Susan Hatfield, appreciate you. So looks like a lot of newbies, a lot of first timers, a lot of Rhaena's tribe and crew in the house. So I love that. Gatry, thank you for being here. Crystal in Worcester, Massachusetts. Wow. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. All right. So lots of folks in the house tonight, but we are again going to have a great conversation. So I'm going to go ahead and share some of Rhaena's bio. Rhaena Coughlin is a registered nurse with 27 years of experience across multiple healthcare specialties, including oncology, radiation therapy, orthopedics, neurology, pulmonary, diabetes, and heart and vascular care. A graduate of the Florida State University, Go Noles, School of Nursing. She is known for combining clinical excellence with a strong dedication to patient advocacy, consistently placing patient education at the forefront of her practice. Her passion for patient education and preventative health extends beyond the hospital. As an independent health and wellness coach, a member of the College of Lifestyle Medicine, she helps clients adopt healthier lifestyles, achieve sustainable weight loss, and reduce the risk of disease through lifelong habits of health. And we could all use that. Y'all help me welcome Miss Rhaena Coughlin. Yay!
Well, it's so great to be here.
It's so great to have you. So tell the people, who is Rhaena? Not what you do, but who are you in your own words?
Oh, well, I'm honored right now to be on your podcast. So thank you so much. Oh, who am I? I am a very proud wife of my amazing husband, Sean. We have been married for, this November will be 27 years.
Wow.
We have two amazing young men. One is just turned 24, and he's going to graduate at the end of this year with master's in architecture from USF in Tampa. And then our youngest son is 16, Charlie, and he's just doing great.
Nice.
I am a daughter. My mom, actually, today is her birthday. We celebrated with her. She's turning 84 and very healthy 84-year-old. Something to aspire to. She's inspirational in her own right. I am one of 4 children. I'm the youngest of 4 children. My oldest brother was hit by a car when he was 2 and survived. He's a head injury survivor. And I think growing up with him really made me who I am in a lot of ways. I've always been a caring, looking to help people. I am empathetic, I think, because I've been around him so much. I am aware of people. I'm always looking for people. I notice people and I enjoy talking to them. I want to get to know them and know their stories and see how I can be a help to them.
Now, see, that's why you and I click, because you're a woman after my own heart. I love hearing people's stories and seeing how we can connect. So wonderful. Thank you for sharing all of that. I see we have several folks that are singing your praises in the comments, so I will go ahead and share some of those. Lori from Thomasville is on. Thank you for being here. We got my friend, my sister, Chef Shaq down in Orlando. Thank you for being here. We have Shinpa, Tallahassee. Yes, Jean. Thank you. Van Shields, I'm here. Yes, best coach in the world. Love it. All right. Karen Hensey from Missouri, I think that is. Thank you for being here. All right. We got Gloria. Hello. All right. Thank you for being here. I think that's Gloria. Oh, I can't think of her last name right now, but thank you for being here. Terrell, thank you for being here, my brother. I appreciate you. Lincoln, hello.
Well, that's my brother, one of my other brothers.
Okay, nice. Thank you for being here, brother. And happy birthday to your mother as well. Jan, Rhaena is so dedicated to people's well-being. Love it. All right, we got Keisha. Thank you for being here, Keisha. She's one of my regulars. Also, Miss Tracy Golay, who is here. Thank you for being here. Another one of my regulars. Karen, Rhaena doesn't meet a stranger. Love it. All right. She's a blessing to all. Love it. All right. Angela Graham. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. We appreciate that. So our topic is your why, your wellness, and creating sustainable health. But before we dive in, I want you to talk a little bit about your why.
Okay. Well, my story started about 5 years ago when I was at my heaviest weight. I had turned 50. I was not happy with the way I looked or the way I felt. And I can clearly remember standing around the nurse's desk. I'm one of the older nurses, being there for 27, 28 years.
Right.
And saying to the younger girls, at some point you just got to accept who you are. And that came out of my mouth. And I thought, why did I just say that? That's depressing because I was not happy with myself. I spent most of my life, like everybody else, I'm sure, taking care of everyone else. I was a mother. I had 2 children. I was a wife, a daughter, taking care of everyone else and kind of leaving myself on the back burner.
Okay.
I mean, who else has done that, right? And I didn't completely let go. I did diets. I mean, people have done diets. I would lose 5 pounds and gain it right back, but I never was successful in that. And then I was diagnosed with breast cancer. That was very shocking because no one in my family has ever had breast cancer. In fact, no one in our family has ever had any cancer. So I was young and had breast cancer. And fortunately, I'm 8 years a survivor now. So thank goodness there's lots of cures out there now.
Yes.
But I went into my 5-year appointment with my surgeon and he came in clapping his hands and celebrating my success. And I said, tell me again what this 5-year mark, why it's such a big deal. And
Mm-hmm.
he said, well, now your chances of getting a breast cancer recurrence, or your odds, are the same as someone who's never had cancer before.
Wow.
Yeah. And I said, well, I know that makes you feel better, but now I'm right back to where I was before I ever got cancer.
Right.
So what can I do? What can I personally do to change my odds? And he hemmed and hawed a little bit about it. And then finally he said, well, Miss Coughlin, if you lost some weight and got to a healthy BMI, then
Mm-hmm.
that would help your chances. And it felt like a punch gut. I was like, oh, I mean, I knew what he was telling me was right.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard to hear, and I asked him, well, how do I do that? And he said, well, you eat less and exercise more. And I was like, yeah, I know. I've heard that my whole life. And then shortly after that, I went for my annual physical with my primary care physician.
Mm-hmm.
And she told me, well, now you're in menopause.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
That's a bad word.
Oh, I was like, great. So what can I expect? And honest to goodness, Nicole, this is what she said. She said, well, now you're going to get big around the middle, start looking like a man, and blah, 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 and
No, man.
walked out the door. And
So I gotta pause you right there.
yes,
I gotta pause you right there. So I want to tap into the viewers for a moment. Do we have any menopausal women out there? If you don't mind, give us a thumbs up, a church finger, something. Let us know, a heart, something, emoji in the comments if you can relate to being a menopausal woman at right now, at this day and age. Let us know.
and not knowing what to do, right?
And not knowing what to do with all of these changes that are taking place.
Yes.
Listen, we got a lot of thumbs up coming through.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So when she shut that door and left me in that room by myself, I said to myself, oh, hell no, that is not going to be me. And those two things, well, the three things really, but especially the surgeon and then entering menopause, really put me on a track to change my health and get on this program, this Habits of Health program that has turned my life around, so much so that I'm passionate about helping others do the same.
Mm-hmm. Nice,
So
nice.
and you asked about what my why is. My why is I did not want to get another breast cancer and say to my family, I should have lost those 40 pounds and I
Yeah,
didn't do it.
yeah. No, that's good. And congratulations. Folks have been chiming in. Congratulations on your survivor's journey and on being 8 years cancer free. That is a blessing, because you're here and it could have been something different. So congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we got folks chiming in left and right. Kiosha just joined us. She's here in Tallahassee. Thank you for being here. Menopause is the enemy, Sharice said. Sharice is my girlfriend out of Atlanta. And Jules said 59 and getting weird anxiety and hot flashes. Listen, we got to have a whole show on those hot flashes. Templex, beautiful guys talk about like cool stuff like Roblox. Okay, no. We are all in this. Listen, Angela, finger red. So she got a finger up. All right.
Yeah.
She got her church finger is up in the air. Okay. So that is your why. That's how you got started on this journey. And so tell me, if you don't mind sharing, kind of where you were from a weight perspective before you started this program and kind of where you are now.
Yes. So I was fat. I was 5'2", 170. And that was the highest I had been. And I wanted to lose 15 pounds. I said to myself, my coach, Karen, thankfully, she's wonderful, helped me through it all. I told her on the phone, I said, I want to lose 15 pounds. And she said, okay, I can help you do that. Because
Okay.
that's what I had been trying to do on my own for a long time. And very quickly, I lost those 15 pounds. And I looked over at my husband and I said, this is working. I'm going to keep going. He goes,
Okay.
you do it. So I lost a total of 40 pounds in almost 5 months.
Wow.
And yes, and that was 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago. And I've maintained my weight loss, which I learned in these healthy habits, and being a coach has really helped me as well. But
Nice, 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 nice. So Template said you are awesome. Angela said she is awesome. So you got all of these folks singing your praises. So I want to know if you are one of Rhaena's clients, put a 1 in the chat. If you're one of her clients, put a 1 in the chat, as well as how much weight you have lost, if you don't mind sharing. Again, safe space. How much weight you have lost. We got Dr. Eduardo Williams here. Thank you for joining us. He's here in Tallahassee. All right, so
yes,
we got a lot of ones popping up on the screen. So the gang is all here. Listen, love it. Thank y'all for sharing. All right, so let's talk about this program. Let's talk about the system,
yeah,
that you found and that has worked for you.
great. Yes. So I coach a habits of health program. And what I do is whenever anyone is interested, I find out what their why is. Their
Mm.
why is so important. I have people that text me or call me or meet me and say, I want to lose 15 pounds, like I said, or I want to lose 50 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you need a health coach to really pull back those layers. Tell me, why do you want to lose 50 pounds? Well, because I want to feel better. Well,
Mm-hmm.
why do you want to feel better? Well, because I'm tired all the time. Well, why does that bother you? Well, I get home and I don't want to cook a healthy meal, so I run through the fast food and I get it and I serve it to my kids, and then I lay down.
Yeah.
Well, how does that affect your family? Well, my son wants me to go out and play football with him or throw the ball or take a walk, or my wife wants to do this and I'm too tired. I
Mhm.
don't have the energy. So by losing the 50 pounds, would that help with your relationship with your wife? Or would that help with your relationship with your children? Yes. So is that your reason why? It's not that you just want to lose 50 pounds, but let's figure it out.
Right.
Why do you really want to do this?
Mm-hmm.
And I get all kinds of reasons. I've worked with young women who have PCOS, who
Mm-hmm.
desperately want to have children. And PCOS is an inflammation problem from increased insulin. And so they need to lose weight, cut down their blood sugar. I help them do that. And then, they can conceive easier.
Mm-hmm.
I've helped new mothers and dads. I have a client named Jose who got on my program with a 5-month-old baby. And he said, I want to be
Wow.
a good father for my child and have energy and show my child how to live a life of health. And I helped him lose over 60 pounds.
Wow.
Yes. And then I have older people that are grandparents who
Mm-hmm.
want to be around for their great grandparents. I have one on the right now, Van. I know that he's listening.
Mm-hmm.
His why is his great granddaughter who calls him Pop Pop. And he doesn't want to be a burden for his adult children.
Yeah.
So I helped him lose. I think he's lost 60 or 80 pounds. Well, actually, he's lost over 100 pounds, but I think
Wow.
80 with me and some on his own beforehand. So, I mean, everybody has their own reason why, but having a health coach, I keep reminding them when it gets tough, because
Yeah.
your willpower only works for so long. And it takes a while to lose 50 pounds,
Indeed. 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 So, someone mentioned that they lost. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Ruth, 15 pounds, she said she lost, but more importantly, learn healthy habits. And so I definitely want to dive into the healthy habits. Like, what are some of the things that we should be doing from a habitual standpoint to create this sustainable health?
Yes, that is a good question. And one of the best habits you can get into is getting to that healthy weight. That's number one. You want to get to that healthy weight. Um, and then number two is as you're learning, and that's what our program is all about. It is not a diet. A lot of people, even myself, start it as a diet,
Mhm.
but as you're on it and I'm talking to them, you learn that it is habits of health, that you're incorporating these habits of health as you're losing your weight. So,
Yeah.
hydration, a very important habit for health.
Okay.
Drinking at least 64 ounces of water a day. There are some medical conditions where you wouldn't want to drink that much, but most people, 64 ounces is the recommended amount of water. Healthy, movement. Oh, go ahead.
Let me pause you just for a moment. So, when you say get to a healthy weight, you're talking about based on your height. Yes.
A BMI, yes.
Right.
Now, right. And some people's BMI is not what the chart says because that
Okay.
doesn't take into account male, female, age, bone structure, stuff like
Okay. Got
that.
it. Uh-uh.
So,
All right. We had a little bit of freezing, but I think you were talking about BMI based on weight, height, gender, bone structure. Uh-uh. All right. All right. Internet was not cooperating today, but it's okay. We're going to press right on. Hopefully, y'all can hear us.
I don't
Van,
know.
Van Shield said, I now look at the contents of what I will consume. Yes. So I think that's another healthy habit, right? Is looking at what your the contents. And so I don't know if Rhaena, you were going to talk about like looking at the contents and what we should be looking for.
The contents of your food, or
Hmm.
I'm sorry.
Yes, in terms of the products that you buy.
Oh, yes. So definitely. You want to, we believe in eating mostly plant-based foods,
Hmm.
but protein is very important. And when you are shopping, to shop for foods that are low in sugar. Is
Yeah,
that line dinging like that?
that's my phone. Somebody is they are
Oh,
texting.
okay.
It's okay. Go ahead.
So, eating on our program, we believe in eating 6 times a day.
Okay.
So, when you are sleeping, you are fasting. You're not
Mm.
eating or drinking. And who out there, your mother always said was the most important meal of the day? What meal was that?
Breakfast.
Breakfast.
Mm.
Exactly, because it's breaking the fast.
Ah.
So I want all of my clients to eat within 1 hour of waking.
Mm.
And it's when you're living a life of health, you're going to eat something healthy that has protein in it, that is low in sugar. So
Okay.
maybe a Greek yogurt, a really good muesli cereal, something
Mm.
like that. All brand cereal is a good one. Eggs,
Okay.
meat, that those would be good choices for breakfast.
Okay.
And then you'd eat every 2.5 to 3 hours. So you have a nice low carbohydrate snack in the middle of the day. Then
Mhm.
you eat a nice lean lunch, maybe some tuna and a salad, a
Mhm.
meat and a vegetable, and then a nice low carbohydrate snack.
Okay.
and then your meal at the end of the day, which is protein, vegetables. You can, if you have a 9-inch plate
Mm-hmm.
instead of the big dinner plate size.
Hmm.
Yes, I know it's portion control too.
It
But
is.
you would split it up into 4 sections,
Okay.
and one section is protein, the other section is vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
I'm heavy on the vegetables. You could have a little bit of fruit. That would be the third one. And then the fourth one would be healthy greens.
Hmm. Okay.
And that
So
would be a balanced meal.
so you can have more than one vegetable.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Three servings of vegetables. 25% of your plate should be vegetables.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you could have a salad, with cucumber and tomato, or some
Mhm.
green beans and broccoli, or low carbohydrate vegetables.
Yes. Low carb vegetables. So
So
that means staying
the
away from the potatoes,
that's what I was going to say. The ones you would want to avoid are the potatoes,
the
carrots,
corn.
corn,
Mhm.
anything brightly colored are usually higher in carbohydrates.
Gotcha.
The dark green ones are lower in carbohydrates.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
Mhm.
Okay. Karen, let me see if I can get her. I love that I can have steak, chicken, and fish on this program. Love it. All right. Chris, he said, I usually start my day with my water before I get my black coffee. I cut the sugar and cream years ago and haven't looked back. Thank you for sharing that.
Great. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. All right, very good. So, whew, okay, I got my notes going here. So, listen. So, we talked about healthy weight, protein, and plant-based diet, eating 6 times a day, eating within the first hour of waking, and it should be protein and low sugar. Yes.
That's right. That's right. And when you think about your habits, you could start by thinking of your bad habits.
Hmm.
What are some of the bad habits that you do, and trying to get rid of those? And then start incorporating good habits. So maybe your bad habit is, I know Chris just said that he cut out the sugar and the cream in his coffee. There are
Right.
so many of us that drive through the coffee place on the way to work and get, the Frappuccino with all the
Mhm.
good stuff in it. It's delicious, but it's
Yes.
loaded in calories and carbohydrates that will spike your blood sugar and keep you craving that for the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So cutting
Keisha
out
said,
those.
I struggle with sugar and cream for my coffee as well.
Mhm.
Yes. All right. And Margaretti said ice cream. Yes. Oh my gosh. I can definitely relate to that.
Mhm. Yeah,
Ice
yeah. And I'm not saying as a health coach not to have ice cream. Ice cream is one of the good things in life. I'm a foodie. I love food. So but it's all in moderation.
yes.
Getting to that healthy weight, I tell my clients, it's not forever that you're
Mhm.
not gonna eat these things. It's just until you get to your where you want to be, and then we're gonna incorporate them in slowly
Okay.
back into it in small amounts. You can take 3 or 4 bites of something and get that great taste, and then put it down.
So I'm gonna come back to that 3 or 4 bites because you and I talked about that um,
Mhm.
prior to this broadcast. So I want to come back to that because I thought it was such a great kind of hack, if you will. But we are right at about halfway through our talk, and so for those of you who are just joining us, I am on with Rhaena Coughlin, who is a registered nurse, but also a independent health coach. And so, certified health coach. And we are talking your why, your wellness, and creating sustainable health. And she's been dropping some gems around like some of the things that we can do, like creating these healthy habits of getting to a healthy weight, which incorporates your BMI, um, eating protein and plant-based diet, eating 6 times a day, eating within the first hour of waking. I think that is critical. I'm not good at that at all. So I definitely need to change that habit for myself. And that should be something that is high in protein and low in sugar. And then also portion control. She held up this little bitty plate that we supposed to put our food on and eat off of.
9-inch salad plate.
Oh my gosh. I'm used to the 12 or the 15-inch plate that I could put as much stuff on as I want, Raina. That's not good. All
Yes.
right. So I see Keisha had a comment. She said, is the yogurt ice cream good for you?
Well, I think that it has more protein in it. So
Mm-hmm.
from the two choices, yes. I
Mm-hmm.
had a client just yesterday text me a picture of one of the ice cream bars, the yogurt, and she said, "Can I have this?" I said, "What do you think?" Good question, but not right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Miss Jeanette down in Miami Gardens joined us. She said, I'm not overweight, but have had a poor blood work report.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, you don't have to be overweight to be unhealthy,
Yeah.
and vice versa. You could be thin and not be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that is all with your diet, a lot of it. I mean, there are genetics and there are age and your sex that affect things, but
Mm-hmm.
most of the time it's what we eat.
Yeah. Okay.
They used to say that smoking was the worst thing you could do for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Never smoke cigarettes. You'll get
Mm-hmm.
cancer, heart disease, lung cancer, all the things. Well, now obesity is the number one cause of all of those problems. It's out surpassed smoking in our country.
Yeah. So, Miss Jeanette, I'm gonna come back to your question in just a moment. Chris said, "I love, love, love barbecue potato chips. Therefore, I rarely buy them." Chris,
Good.
you are my brother because I love, love, love salt and vinegar potato chips. And yes, that is my unhealthy, guilty pleasure cheat when I cheat for some chips. But I rarely, rarely ever have them. So, Miss Jeanette, I'm gonna come back to you in just a moment because we have a surprise special guest backstage who's waiting to come talk to us. And this is one of Coach Raina's clients. And I'm gonna let you introduce her, Coach Raina.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, this is Angela Ababukar, if I'm pronouncing her name correctly. And she was referred to me by a local surgeon in town
Mhm.
to help her with her weight so that she could qualify for surgery if she wanted it. But we're hoping that with weight loss, she won't need the surgery.
All
So
right.
I've been working with her now. She's delightful. She's just great. So I'm glad she's joining us.
Wonderful. So y'all help us welcome Miss Angela Abubakar. Woo!
Hello.
Hey, welcome in, welcome in.
Thank you.
Yes, how you doing?
I am doing well.
Nice, nice. Now, how long have you been on the program?
Um, Probably about a month and a half.
Okay. And how are you feeling?
Oh my, I feel awesome. Um, when I started this program, I really wasn't sure if I had my mind really made up. And my surgeon told me, he said, you have to have a well made up mind if you're
Mm,
going to do this.
mhm.
And he said, I've seen the results. He said, and I know you can do this.
Nice.
So I reached out and spoke with Miss Rhaena, and we went from there.
Okay.
Um, I had gotten so heavy until my knees, I had arthritis and
Mm,
still do, but I couldn't hardly walk. I couldn't hardly get around like I used to.
yeah.
I had started walking with a cane and just unbearable. My legs hurt so bad at the end of a day, I would cry myself to sleep. And
Oh,
so um, in starting this program, I said, okay, you got to really make up your mind, because you'll start something and then you'll stop it.
Mm,
And
mhm.
so I must say, I've tried a lot of things, and even the injections, and this has worked wonderfully for me. Um, I have lost right at about 25 pounds
Okay.
uh, since I've been on the program, and I no longer walk with a cane.
Wow.
My walking has improved. I have not had to have any injections lately, and I'm just super excited to continue to get to a weight that I can really live with.
Wonderful. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. So, what's been, I guess, the toughest part, if anything, as it relates to the program?
Um, as I stated, you have to have a well made up mind. I
Hmm.
started out strong. There have been some challenges with me, but having Coach Rhaena right there, I mean, every step of the way, I
Yeah.
can text her at any time and she'll respond back to me. Coach, I feel like I want to do this. And she'll tell me something else to do, or to get my mind off of it, or um, you can have this in place of, when I haven't fulfilled my hunger.
Hmm.
Um, with my program. So it's like there is something else to help me to stay on track. And she has been, I promise you, a godsend. So anyone looking to, lose weight and try this program, Ms. Coach Rhaena is your coach. I promise you.
Nice. Nice. I love to hear that. Everything starts with mindset, and this
Yes,
is my mindset Monday. So, like you said, you got to have a made up mind that you're going to do it and then stick to it, right?
true. Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. So, what would you say to someone who, you know, is thinking about doing something like this, but is kind of hesitant or skeptical? What would your words or advice be to them?
Um, do not be hesitant. I'm sure you probably have tried some of the all the other diets out there, Atkins and all the different programs. Don't be hesitant with this one. Like I said, I have tried many things to lose weight, and so far this has been the best one by far, that I have lost the weight and I continue to lose weight. I had a hiccup this week, but Coach Rhaena talked to me, and I expressed to her what I had done, and she
Mm,
said it's okay. We're going to get back on track, and we're going to keep going.
all right. Very
And
good.
with the other programs, I never had a coach.
Mm. How important has that been for you? What kind of impact has that made to have a coach?
It has been the biggest impact, because, again, I have wanted to backslide,
Mm,
and first thing I do is I get on that phone and I'm texting Coach Rhaena, and she's replying back, and she says, I'm going to call you as soon as I can. And if she's not texting me what I need to do, she is on the phone coaching me through what I need to do to not backslide.
nice. So that support is very important.
Yes, it is very important.
Mhm. Very good. All right. Well, I want to thank you for taking some time to chat with us today. I mean, I'm so inspired by your story, and that now you're also not walking with a cane anymore. That's
Yes,
tremendous.
ma'am.
Yes,
Thank you. Thank you.
you're welcome, Coach Raina. You want to say anything?
I think she said it all. Um, I'm just honored. Truly, every client that I get, I am just honored that I am able to be on their journey with them. And every success that they have just fills my heart, but
Mm,
also makes me keep reaching out to more and more people. It's
mm,
not easy to bring up weight loss to people and talk to people about their health, because you don't want to step on anyone's toes. But when
right.
they see that and they know that it's really coming from my heart, that it's something I truly believe in, and I'm trying to help them, that it comes away better, I think. But when I have my clients and they tell me these things, it just sparks my fire more. So
Nice.
thank you. They help me. They keep me on track too. So
Indeed. Well, again, thank you, Angela, for just taking a few moments to talk with us tonight. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
thank
All
you.
right. Yes. So, wow, that is amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing.
She,
Yeah, go ahead.
oh, I was just saying how she was kind of talking about what I do as a coach. And that is what I think this program stands apart from other people, is the coaches. I provide a partnership and accountability with all of my clients. You know, they know that I'm their partner, and I teach them so that they can be the dominant force in their life.
Yeah.
Give them that. I'm also very accessible. Anytime, just like she said, they can text me. I'll text them back. They can call me. On any other program, you do not. I've been on diets before. There's never where you can call someone at any time and say, "Hey, is this right? Am I doing this right? Can I have this?" You know, and I get that, especially the first week on the program. I have all of my clients text me a picture of their meal that they made, and I look at it, make sure it looks right.
Okay.
Looks right on that 9-inch plate.
Yeah.
But yes. And then community. There are so many people that start on a health program and they're the only one in their family on it. Or they're the only one in their office, or they are lonely. You know, they live alone and they're lonely. And when you're on a journey, it's good to have other people that are on the same journey. Maybe not at the same exact time.
Right.
As you, they might be ahead of you or coming behind you, but they're on the journey, and we provide that with the community.
Nice.
We have a private Facebook group, and we have Monday night support calls.
So I was going to say, that seems like that's kind of the difference with this, is that there is this support that is provided, right?
Yes. And resources. I am full of resources. I have a whole bunch of recipes. I can get recipes that are all perfect for the program. And then there's coaches that have coached a lot longer than myself, that are physicians, chiropractors, nurse practitioners that I can call on if we want to get on a call with a client who's having trouble, for extra support. So lots of resources there as well.
Yes. So my mom said this is so needed. Great program. And then I'm going to go back to Miss Jeanette's question that she put in the chat before the break. And that was, what's the difference in the dietitian and health coach?
Oh, well, that's great. So a dietitian goes to school and gets, you know, a degree in dietary. And with my program, I have access to dietitians where I can ask them questions. Although I have medical knowledge because I'm a nurse, when I'm a health coach and I'm working as in that role, I am a health coach. So I don't give nursing, you know, instruction. I don't adjust their medicines. I don't do anything like that. I am strictly their health coach. So as a health coach, I'm there focusing on what they want. They tell me in the beginning what their goals are. And as a health coach, I help them get to their goal. Just like having a football coach or a piano coach or, you know, a singing coach. They want you to perform at the level that you can to get to the goals that you want. That's how I'm different. I'm encouraging and call you out too if you need it. You know, like, come on, this is what you said you wanted. Let's do it. You know,
so like an accountability partner, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, good. All right, we got Mr. Antonio White on. He said, "Bad food is so good, though. I also wondered why. I'm assuming it's the brain."
It's the brain. Well, I think, you know, when you label food bad, I don't quite maybe it's the sugar in the food
Right.
bad for you, and that affects your blood sugar and your insulin levels. And I could
So
go
let
on
me,
with that,
so
but
let
that's
me ask you this as it relates, since you mentioned the sugars, are junk, not junk, are natural sugar is better than processed sugar?
right. So they're carbohydrates, and there
Okay.
are good carbohydrates and bad carbohydrates.
Okay,
And your
got
body and your brain especially needs carbohydrates.
it.
So you need a certain amount of that. Now, starch, you don't really need starches in your diet. And starches are the white flours, breads, sugars.
Mm-hmm.
Those are not good for you.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes. And they're considered, an unhealthy carbohydrate because they spike your blood sugar. If you've ever worn a Dexcom to check your blood sugars,
Mm-hmm.
certain things will spike your blood sugars a lot quicker and drop
Okay.
it a lot faster than other foods.
Mm, gotcha. Okay.
So yeah.
We got Mr. Warren Cave
Mhm.
on, and he says, I had a meeting. I'm so late. Raina is truly transforming lives, and I'm considering joining her team. Tell mom I said happy birthday. She is a personal testimony of transformation of her work and products. She mentors others as well. Thank you, Mr. Cave. All right, Van said the community is a great uh maybe feeling of backing me in my needs and my thoughts. Okay.
Yes. So
Yes.
Ron is on every Monday night in our community. He joins our
Nice.
community every Monday night. Yes.
And Antonio, I think he meant junk food, maybe not bad food, but junk food.
Oh, junk food.
Mm,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. Um, Chris, I'm not quite sure what this means. Our Manuka honors. So maybe maybe re-ask your question because I'm not really sure what that is. All right. So, oh, here we go. Are Manuka honeys better for you? They are expensive.
I think he's talking about a natural sugar versus, you know, big
Oh,
or
okay.
something. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So they all affect your blood sugar and increases your insulin levels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let's see. Gaytree said I was trying to lose weight for years and was not able to. I joined the program and was able to lose 30 pounds in 4 months. Wow. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Congratulations.
Yes.
Yes. And Raina is my coach, of course. Wonderful, wonderful.
And
All
Gateway lives in New York City, or well, New York.
right.
So
Okay.
I coach clients all over the country. I do it all over the phone.
Okay. Nice. That's good to know.
Mhm.
So, you mentioned hydration. So, drinking plenty of water is also one of those healthy habits. Is there anything else that we should be mindful of in terms of healthy habits?
Yes. So there's four. I would say sleep, very important.
Sleep. Okay.
Sleep. Yes, you want to try to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep.
Okay.
That is when you are sleeping, that is when your body rejuvenates itself. Your
Mm-hmm.
mind rests, everything relaxes, and you're rejuvenated. So sleep is very important.
All right, so let me pause and get the audience involved. How many of us out there are getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep per day? Let us know in the comments if you are. Give us a thumbs up if you are, and a thumbs down if you are not. And no judgment here. I will be putting a thumbs down in the comments because I do not get 7 to 9, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. All
Yes.
right. Gatry said, yes, I am in New York. Wonderful.
Mhm.
Keisha said, where do me and my thighs sign up? We'll get to that in just a moment, Keisha. All
Yeah.
right. Martha mentioned, I love the recipes. Raina, share it with us. Healthy and delicious. Okay, nice. Love it. All right. So Ruth got a thumbs up. Chris said nope, guilty. Keisha said me. Which me? You do get 7 to 9 or you don't? Keisha, let us know. Martha said yes, I love sleep. Nice. I love sleep too. I need more of it. Margaretti said thumbs up. Vaughn, I'm trying. I'm on that same bus, Vaughn. All right. So,
Yes.
all right. So 7 to 9 hours of sleep. That's one. What's our second one?
I would say reducing your stress,
Okay.
which is so important and hard to do, but stress can eat away at you, and stress can make people eat things they shouldn't eat.
Mm,
um, so stress, and the ways that you can, help with your stress is deep breathing, learning some deep breathing exercises. You can do that while you're at a red light in the car. Sometimes I'll do that then. Anytime you're feeling overwhelmed, just breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth really
yeah.
will help with that.
Okay.
And then learning how to meditate. That really helps a lot. I haven't gotten into that yet, but I have a good friend, Whitney, who is a coach, and she meditates and just swears by it. So meditating is really a good thing to do as well.
It is. Okay. So I got 7 to 9 hours of sleep, reducing stress, meditating. Did I miss one?
Well, and then exercise,
Exercise.
movement.
Okay.
And movement can include walking. You don't have to go to a gym and work out for 45 minutes and bust a sweat. You can walk your
Yeah.
dog. Take your dog for a nice walk. Grab your partner and walk around after dinner every day. Take a lunch break and walk. I encourage a lot of my clients to do that on their lunch break. But movement is very important,
Mm-hmm.
and that will help as well.
So Keisha says she does get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. She said nothing else matters. Love it. I'm gonna be that dogmatic about my sleep. Martha, stress is my problem. Well, we are hoping that you can remove that stress or reduce it as much as you possibly can, Martha. Terrell, I see more me mental health days in my future. Yes, sir. You need to make that happen. Make it happen, my friend. All right. And Sharice, yep, stress had me in Bucky's eating chicken tenders, even though I meal prepped yesterday. Oh
Oh
no, sis.
gosh,
We
we
can't
need
have
to talk. I think she needs a health coach.
she needs listen, stay out of Bucky's. Listen, no good things are happening in Bucky's. I'm telling you.
Oh goodness. Yeah.
Yes, yes. All right. Chris, breath work is supposed to be good for you, right?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
Yep. Yeah, I think that was that went along with the reducing stress. Like that was a technique to help you reduce stress was the breath work. So
Yeah.
yeah. Whew, all right. So boy, I got
We've covered a lot, haven't we?
pages of notes going on over here.
I'm a
Uh,
bit passionate about this subject.
I can tell. I can tell. Okay, so I need to circle back real quick before we wrap it up. We talked about you talked about 3 to 4 bites, and I know I said I wanted to mention that. So you and I talked earlier, we talked about the holidays coming up, right?
That's
And
right.
not denying ourselves of grandma's famous blueberry delight or pound
That's right.
cake or what have you, right? Or
That's
your
right.
aunt's mac and cheese or potato salad or whatever it is, that favorite dish that your family member, friend, loved one makes that you just everybody raves about that you don't want to miss. And so tell us what we can do
That's
in that
right.
case.
There's
Mhm.
about 4 more months until the end of the year, and we're coming up to all the holidays. We've got Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. And I've coached clients through these holidays before. So, what I say is Thanksgiving is one day, Christmas is one day. So let's just, on that day, you make a plan and you know what you're going to do. And we talk about it as the coach and the client. We come up with this plan that the client decides is going to do. And there's one thing where you could say, I'm going to do the 3-bite rule because I love this particular dish that my grandmother makes. So the first bite, you put it in and you really enjoy it. And you taste it and you enjoy it. The second bite, you're like, yeah, that's it. And the third bite, you take it and you say, all right, goodbye. Bye-bye until next year. And that's it. That's the 3-bite rule.
I love that. I absolutely love that because you don't overindulge. You don't feel like you have to, finish all of it. Just get enough for 3 bites or just take 3 bites of whatever it is and be done.
Yes.
Because you will satisfy that desire, that craving, or what have you, and not overdo it. And like you said, it's just one time, 2 times a year. Look, Don Shay, who is a caterer, she said that's not gonna happen. Come on, Don Shay.
That's when you got to dig into your why. Yes.
Dig into
And
your
I and I tell other other tips is live out loud. Let your family and your friends know that you are on a health journey, that you need their support. And you can always say something like, and I know you want to support me, right? And of course they're going to say yes.
Yes.
So, and then they know, and they're not going to say, oh, come on, can't you just have some,
Yes. Yes.
No, you're going to support me and what I want.
Mm-hmm. Van said it works for real. I do that now. Don Shay said, girl, Don Shay, we can do it, girl. We can do it. Come on. All right. Karen, she says, since changing my nutrition to Rhaena's program, my inflammation has decreased and has been life-changing for me. Love that.
Yeah.
Sharice, I sure do need a health coach. All right, we're gonna get to that in just a minute. And Nancy said, I've been with Optima 3 years and lost 80 pounds. I've learned so much from Rhaena and Dr. Anderson's Habits of Health book. Nice. Thank you for sharing that. All right, Keisha, in the middle of the night, I be gnawing on my arm. All right, we're gonna work through that. We're gonna work through it, Keisha. All right. My why is on my why is on always my focus. I think it's always it's always on and it's my focus. So thank you for sharing that. So Chris, can we negotiate these 3 bites? Come on, y'all. Come on now, Chris.
Yeah. So, but when you do get enough protein keeps you feeling full. So you're not as hungry. And, like I said, on my program, you're eating 6 times a day. You're getting 80 to 100 grams of protein a day. So you're not as hungry. Okay. And if you get hungry, it's usually about time to eat again.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, the part that we have all been waiting for is how to connect with you and how to get more information about the program. So if you will give some closing remarks and tell folks how they can connect with you.
Oh, I would love a text or a phone call. My number is 850-445-0953. I'm also on Facebook at Rhaena.Coughlin. You'll see a picture of me on there. Also, you can email me at coachrhaena@e-graphics.org. And Rhaena is RHAENA. So yes, we'll have a conversation. There's no obligation. It is simply a conversation to find out what it is you want to achieve. And I can tell you all the different possibilities. And if it's your time and you want to give it a try, then I'd love to help you. So.
All right. Very good. Love it. Love it. Love it. Van said, Whataburger is my weakness. Nice. And
But
we,
Van has lost 85 pounds, and
mm,
actually
mm,
more than that because he lost some before he started. And
wow.
when I met him, he was not the same person he is today. He
Mm,
was in really bad shape, and he's really come a long ways. He's had a hip replacement since he's been
wow.
on my program, and he's walking. He's an electrician for the school board. So he's
Okay.
got a job where he's walking and bending and moving, and he was on a cane. He doesn't have a cane anymore.
Wow.
And yeah, he's been with me, and I've been with him every step of the way. So,
That's amazing.
yeah,
Amazing.
transformed his life. He really has.
Nice. Nice. Well, congratulations, Van, and congratulations to all of your clients who have been on the live tonight and have shared their testimonies. Angela says, being on the program, I have my life back. Thank you, Coach Rhaena. Wonderful, wonderful. Nice. So again, her information is scrolling across the bottom, the number, the email address, as well as Facebook, so you can connect in many different ways. I hope this was beneficial to you all, not, beyond the program, just again, talking about your why, your wellness, and creating sustainable health. Lots of nuggets and gems dropped tonight. If this has been helpful, please let us know in the comments. Give us a thumbs up, some hearts, something. Let us know in the comments. And I want to encourage us to keep this conversation going. Right, Raina?
Yes, I can come back in the holidays and give more tips if you'd like.
Mm-hmm. But share this with maybe your loved one that might need this encouragement, that might need what Raina has to offer, and that has been struggling with having a healthy life, right?
And just knowing there's other options out there. You know,
Mm,
it's not just your doctor says, do the Mediterranean diet and I'll see you in 6 months,
yeah.
or exercise more and eat less, like I was told. You know, I mean, there are other options out there. And if you're looking for someone to help you, I would love to be that person.
All right. Very good. Well, again, I want to thank you so much for being my guest. I also need to mention, for those of you who are new to Conversations with Nicole, we are here Mondays and Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Focus on mental health and wellness, mostly in Black and Brown communities. But listen, this is physical wellness that we are talking about today. We also talked about mindset, right? Everything starts with mindset. And so subscribe to the Conversations with Nicole YouTube channel. Subscribing and supporting. We need all the support we can get. And we plan to continue to carry out these conversations. We do have a show on Wednesday that's going to be talking about financial wellness via real estate and fixing and flipping. So we try to bring some interesting topics to the platform. So we got a few more folks chiming in. Terrell, great information. I was maybe skeptical. However, I'm looking forward to learning more. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much, Terrell, for keeping an open mind and giving it a try. So we are going to bid you all good night, but thank you so much for being on the platform with us. And thank you, Raina. And hopefully we'll get some more clients and healthy folks on board. All right.
Great.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
Good night.